Hi friend, welcome to the live channel. Today I am going to discuss AWS interview question and answer second part. So let's start. My first question is, what Amazon offer under its compute service? Okay, means what Amazon offer under its compute service, right? So there are several. Just a cycle. Means the first one is EC2 container, elastic compute cloud, okay, elastic bench stock, lambda or light soul. So basically AWS compute is the feature of utilizing resources of computer power, okay, offered by simple Amazon in terms of physical server with their data center by installing running customer applications on a per use basis by accessing this resource over the internet. Okay, there are various compute service offered by Amazon, okay, based on performance and benefits along with the consumption of the resource over a time period, right? Means, okay, means there are several listed like EC2, okay, elastic, bench stock, lambda, light soul, okay, like so. First point is elastic cloud computing in Amazon. Elastic cloud computing allows deploying virtual server instance within a AWS environment. It's a short form of EC2. Service can be further categorized based on Amazon machine image. Its short form is AMI. User data store options and security instance type, instance purchasing option and tenancies. EC2 container service are the service that allow running applications that are packaged in the container by Docker, means a tool that create, deploy and run application by using Linux container called Docker cross a group of EC2 instance with the help of AWS for Get, means the engine that enable EC2s to run application package in a container. AWS Elastic Benchstock is a managed service that automatically deploy the required resources within AWS once web application code has been uploaded, making web application operational. It include resources such as EC2, auto scaling, elastic load balancing, and application health monitoring. Another point is a lambda. Lambda is not. It's actually lambda using, where is using lambda expression is a Java 1.8. Okay, so it's a lambda. AWS lambda is serverless compute service that run the application with the managing EC2 instance. Light soul. Light soul is a web hosting service, for a simple and a small application or blog. Suppose blog. It can also be connected to the other AWS resources as well as existing virtual private net cloud, not network cloud, means VPC. Okay. Another question is, please Elaborate on analytics services offered by Amazon. There are several service provide Amazon means cloud search, Kinesis, Quick Slides, Elasticsearch, Data Pipeline, Athena, EMR. Right? So basically, Amazon's Amazon Analytics provides inside an analytical solution for different data type that traditional data warehouse cannot be provide, but Amazon has provided. Means suppose various analytics solution offered. Okay, Amazon is not a single company provide for the AWS cloud. Another company also provide AWS solutions like Google Cloud, Alibaba. It's a multiple companies are provided, but I am talking about Amazon. Like is the first point. Just note. First point is Authentica. Athena. Amazon Athena is an interactive query service that is serverless with no infrastructure to manage for analyzing data present in Amazon S3. S3, what is a S3? S3 is a full form S3 bucket. Bucket means you can put data in a S3 bucket. Upload the data. Okay. Amazon's point number 2 is EMR. EMR is a managed Hadoop framework for big data access. Amazon EC2 instance along with other framework like Spark, HBase, Presto interact with data stores such as S3 and MongoDB. Means S3 interact between this. Struct with the S3 bucket, right? S3 bucket to Hadoop managed like this one. Another point is cloud search, and also using this one is a data pipeline. Data pipeline is a web service are moving and processing data between computing and storage service of AWS. Means data pipeline, data move to this one and also move to this one. And cloud search, it's not a service. Cloud search is managed service for each search, manage and scale searching features such as highlighting, autocomplete and geospatial search for the web applications. It's like searching type. This one. Elasticsearch is a very interesting point. Elasticsearch service, this one, this service. Elasticsearch service search, analyze and visualize data in real time by deploying Elasticsearch API and analytics and integration with open source tools like Kibana and Logstash for data ingestion and virtualization for Amazon Elasticsearch service. Means real time searching. Another point is Kinesis collection, processing and analyzing of streaming data such as video, audio, application log, IoT means Internet of Things, telemetry data, etc. is done through the Amazon Kinesis. This one. QSites is a business intelligence service to publish interactive data board dashboards, not a database, dashboards view the browser mobile service given inside across the organization. That's it. This one. Another point is what is offered under the messaging service by Amazon. So basically, Amazon Messaging Service allow cloud customer to communicate between their team and records notification marketing messaging due to the SMTP interface of Amazon Messaging Service. But different offering from Amazon include the service like SNS means Amazon Simple Notification Service, Amazon Simple Queue Service, Amazon Simple Email Services. So there are simply is a point number one discuss in the SNS is a fully managed secure available messaging service by AWS that help decouple serverless application. The microservices and distributed system NS can be started within the minutes from either AWS Management Console, command line, interface or software deployment kit. Another point is SQS means Simple Query Service is a fully managed message queues for serverless application, microservice and distributed system. The advantage of SQS means first in first out, guarantee single time processing and exact understand by this kind of message service, right? Means fully managed. SQS means follow first in first out, and SES means simple mail service means offer sending and receiving email service for informal notify and marketing correspondence. View the email for their cloud customer through the SMTP interface. Okay. Another point is next question is not another point, just discuss in the another video. What next question is what are key pair in AWS? Only just a key pair is a private and public. Two key and pair. Key pair are secure login information for your virtual machine to connect to the instance. You can use by pair which is contain key, public key and private key, but in a login time you can use private key. Another question is what integration modules are provided in a Spring Cloud AWS for caching? Spring Cloud AWS provide Amazon SQS means simple Amazon simple query service and Amazon SSN simple notification service integration that simplify the publication and consumption of message over the SQS and SNS. Amazon simple query service is a fully managed point-to-point message queuing service provided by the Amazon simple notification service is a fully managed publish subscribe message queuing service provided by Amazon. What is the Spring Cloud AWS? Spring Cloud for the Amazon Web Services Spring Cloud AWS, which is the part of the Spring Cloud project, provide tools to integrate with the various hosted Amazon Web Services. Amazon provides a Java SDK to issue requests for all the service provided by Amazon Web Services platform. But application developer is still to have to write a considerable amount of interface infrastructure code to integrate this SDK with their application. Spring Cloud AWS alleviate this problem by providing integration Spring-based module which encapsulated their infrastructure related code. Application developer can use the modules to consume Amazon Web Service with minimum infrastructure code. Another question is, what is the difference between security group and NACL? In AWS, we can harden their stance in a three-way means. First is a OS-based firewall security group network access control list is called NCAC means network access control list. But both security group and NACL together to help to build a layered network defense. So it's in a security group it is act at instance level, but in a NAC is it act at the subnet level. It is a number list of rules and lowest rule number will have to the highest priority. But in a security group it is allowed to add or remove rule for both erase and erase traffic to the instance. But in a NACL means in a network access control list, a network control CACL is a layer of security for the VPC means virtual private cloud that act as a firewall for controlling traffic in and out of one or more subnet means in and out one or more subnets. But in a security group only allow rule no deny rules, but in a NACL has separate inbound and outbound rules. Each rule can either allow or deny the traffic. In a security group it comes with default allow all egress and no ingress traffic, but in NACL default ACL allow all inbound outbound traffic. Newly created ACL deny all in and out traffic. But in a security group there are stateful return traffic is automatically allowed regardless of any rules. But in a NCACL there are stateless return traffic must be explicitly allowed by rules. Another question is, what will you do if a server in our environment get compromised and you have your AWS key on that means. Although it is not recommended to place your key on EC2 instance, allow use IAM roles. For this scenario, firstly I will stop the instance so that the tracker will not be able to reach to other instance, or if there is no critical workload I will terminate it if I have a latest AMI of that instance. Secondly, as there is access key configure on the server, I will inform the team member and manager about this incident. Create a new access and secure key. Replace the existing key if it is used somewhere else and revoke the old key. Also, I will make sure that going further the key should not be used on the instance, and this can be achieved using the IMA rules. Another question is, how can you use AWS WAF is monitoring your AWS application? AWS WAF or AWS Web Server Firewall protect your web applications from web exploration. It help you control the traffic flow to your application. With WAF, you can also create custom rules that block common attack patterns. It can be used for three cases like allow all requests, privilege all requests, and count all requests for a new policy. Another question is, what are the policy that you can set for your user password? There are some policy there are some policy that you can set a minimum length of the password, or you ask the user to add at least one number or a special character in it. You can assign requirement of particular character type, including uppercase letter, lowercase letter, numbers, and non-alphabetic character. You can inform automatic password expiration, privilege to reuse of old password, and request for a password reset upon their next AWS sign-in. You can have the AWS user contact and count information, then the user and allow the password expire to. Another question is, what is the difference between latency based routing and geo DNS? Geo-based DNS routing takes decision based on their geographic location for the request, whereas the latency-based routing utilizes latency measurement between networks and AWS data centers. Latency-based routing is used when you want to give your customers the lowest latency possible. On the other hand, geo-based routing is used when you want to direct the customer to different websites based on the country or region they are browsing from. Another question is, what is the difference between domain and a hosted zone? A domain is a collection of data describing a self-contained administrative and the technical unit. For example, https www.livestory.in is a domain and a general DSN concept. But in a hosting zone, a hosted zone is a container that holds information about how you want to route traffic on the internet for the specific domain. For example, lemonsims.com is a hosting.com. Another question is, how does Amazon Route 53 provide high availability and low latency? Globally distributed service, Amazon is a global service and consequently have DSN service globally. Any customer creating a query from any part of the world get to reach a DSN server local to them that provide low latency dependency. Route 53 provide a high level of dependency required by critical application optimal location. Route 53 use a global any cost network to answer query from the optimal position automatically. Another question is, how are the reserved instance different from on-demand DB instance? Reserved instance and on-demand instance are the same when it comes to function. They only differ in how they are built. Reserved instances are purchased as 1 year or 3 year. reservation, and in return you get very low hourly based pricing when compared to the non-demand case that are built on an hourly basis. Another question is, what is the maintenance window in Amazon RDS? Will you DB instance be available during maintenance events? RDS maintenance window lets we decide when DB instance modification, database engine version upgrade, and software patching have to occur. The automatic scheduling is done only for patches that are related to security and durability. By default, there is a 30 minutes value assigned as the maintenance window, and the DB instance will still be available during the event, though you might observe a minimum effect on performance. Thank you for watching this video, and thank you for valuable response. Thank you. Please like and subscribe this video. Please share your friend and your colleague. Thank you so much.